about the Joy News Changemakers Award. But first, let's go to Joy News Impact Makers Award. But first, let's go to the Wa Municipal Hospital, where they are struggling to conduct surgeries because they have no lights.
The lamp is the second eye for us, for both the nurses and the doctors. When you are doing an operation, you have your own eyes, but when you are operating and you go into a cavity, a body cavity, you will not be able to see clearly. And it's like walking in the night without a torchlight.
Well, so that's the sad situation at the Wa Municipal Hospital, where they have no lamp in conducting surgeries. We'll tell you more about that right here on the Super Morning Show. But first, are you an employer? Are your employees covered against lives and eventualities? Then our Allianz Group Life Plan is what you need. Speak to us at Allianz Life to customize a plan that protects your business and adequately provides for your employees and their families when life's disasters happen. For more information, call us on 0308-249-090. Allianz Life, we secure your future. But we know that life is go, 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 and that is it is hard to make time for the things that really count. So we won't let banking get in your way. And that's why Access Digital Channels enable you to bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Access Digital Channels. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
I know the get any younger. Shorty, my hat know the fit went longer. Cause you the make Cali wonder if you go be my lover. Never seen a girl act so shy. Oh no, never gonna make you cry. You know go wear no frown, baby. You go wear my crown. Cause ever since you came, life no be the same. And anything you say, girl, don't make
Coffee in your cup.
FM. So I've been telling you about the Joy News Impact Makers Award. And this morning we're joined by Emefa Tiamwari, who is project lead, and David Maxfuga, who is general manager, sales and customer service here at the Multimedia Group. Good morning, David Maxfuga. Good morning, Emefa. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning,
the lady first?
In fact, I was, I always call you Max.
Yes.
So I was going to say Max.
Yeah, it's Max.
Then I realized, no, this is a formal thing. This is semi-formal. Let me do David Maxfuga.
I'm called Max.
So I paused.
Yes, I noticed it.
Yes, I paused. And in a split second, I had to take a decision. And I will do David Max Fuga.
It's Max Fuga. Don't worry. I'm
Max
fine.
Fuga.
I'm
Oh, you are
fine.
fine. Okay, once you are fine, then we are good to go. MFA, hope you are very fine.
I am well.
Great, great, great. Max was laughing because you all thought I couldn't wear the...
In fact, we'll take this picture and put it on social media.
You have shamed your
Please take
enemies.
the picture and put it on social media.
Oh, yes. What? Enemies no be God. Anyway, so let's get to know more about the Joy News Impact Makers Award. First of all, why the Joy News Impact Makers Award and why now?
Wow. Okay. It's like asking the nation why the awards yesterday. Why we choose those people we choose. Anyway, let me start by saying that who are impact makers? Okay. I would describe impact makers as people who, or humanitarians who ignore the challenges of this world, be it financial, be it economic, whatever, to support others. Okay, they go out of their way, ignore the challenges, support others, improve people's lives, and even improve the living conditions in the environment they find themselves. Those are the people we describe as impact makers. And as a media house, we have done stories. Our networks have done stories on people who are impacting their communities positively. Okay, we have people, we've done stories in virtually all the regions. We've had these people who are out there in their own small way working to improve the lives of the people in their community. They are working to improve the living condition of people. They are not waiting for any central body, any central government, anybody to support them. But with the little resources available, they are changing lives and making impact. And so we think that's an opportunity for us, and it is time for us to bring these people to the fore, to be celebrated. That's why we are doing this. There are a lot of people out there, irrespective of their status, they are working hard to improve lives, to improve living conditions, to impact positively in the lives of a lot of people. The people don't know them. We do the stories and then we move on. But we think that it's about opportunity to bring those people to the fore and then celebrate them, give them the proper recognition that they deserve.
Great. So who can participate? Is it do we have a specific age group or class of people who can participate in this award scheme?
Listen, there's a saying that leadership is not by age. Okay, leadership is by influence, impacts, and inspiration.
Sure.
So I will say that impact, to make an impact, you don't need to be 50 years old or 60 years old or 90 years old. As long as you are influencing society, as long as you are inspiring people, as long as you are making a change in the environment you find yourself in, you are qualified to participate in this competition, if I'll call it a competition. But we want people to be nominated. If you are in that space, you can also nominate yourself, or you can ask people, or people around you can nominate you to participate in this. We are not looking at age. We are not looking at your status society.
Okay.
We are just looking for people who are making those small changes, impacting on the lives of people. That is all. So age is not a matter. We are looking for people who are making impacts, who are influencing people, who are inspiring people to make a change. For me, that is it. We are not looking at any age or status, or whether you are educated or not. Wherever you are, you could be making change at Blema Zadu. You do know Blema Zadu?
No, where's that?
Blema Zadu is around Keta area.
Oh, okay.
Or you know Ukwenya.
Okwenya. Where's that?
Okwenya. Akuse, what they call Akuse Junction.
Yes.
Actual name is Okwenya.
That's one the ancestor doesn't know.
This one.
You know, sometimes you must let people teach you. The feeling.
I get it, no problem.
Yes, but yes.
You probably making a change at Okwenya, or you at Pusiga. You know Pusiga.
Oh, I know that.
You know Zebila.
I know that.
Okay.
Zebula Boku West.
Boku West, thank you.
Yes.
Or probably at Obakrowa. Do you know Obakrowa?
Oh yes, I know that. Ashalaja Obakrowa.
Oh, Charlie, boss. Charlie, you did for me.
That's an ancestor for you.
That's an ancestor, but he missed you. Now, no matter where you are, once you are making those changes, you are welcome to participate in this awards competition.
Great. So, therefore, how can I nominate somebody? I mean, Max has been talking about, the people that you nominate once they're making an impact. But if I want to nominate somebody, how do I go about it?
We have advertised an email, and we are asking the public to send in their entries. And the email is impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com. impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com. So whoever you think is making a difference in your community, education-wise, agri, health, whatever the sphere, as long as it is making life better in your community, we're asking you to send in your nomination. You might be wondering, how many nominations am I allowed to make?
Exactly.
As much as possible, we want to have a fair representation of the country, and we do also want to clamp the system with one person nominating almost everybody. When you do that, you block the chance for others to be able to be acknowledged or selected through the process. So as much as possible, we are encouraging nominees, people who are making entries, to nominate one person. Just nominate. You can have a long list, but in your list, who do you think is the topmost? So send the person's details. The moment you send the details to the email, you get an automatic response where we'll give you a form. You would have to fill out the details, what the person does, where the person is located, how long the person has been doing that, how many people you think the person has been able to impact by virtue of what he or she is doing. And then there's a team of judges, and that will look at the nominations so far, and they will come out with a result. So that is it. Send your nominations to impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com. impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com, and then it will get to us.
And I guess the next question will be, so what happens after the nominations? I've submitted my nominations, and then what next?
So I mentioned earlier, we have been receiving some entries already. As we are speaking, we have over 200 entries.
Okay.
And so there's a team which is already going through the numbers, what we have received. We are sifting through to see who is a potential winner. At the end of the day, I mentioned we have judges who would look at the shortlisted potential nominees, and then we'll consider and see, maybe at the end of the day, this gentleman is the Joy News Impact Maker of the Year. But then we are also looking forward to award more than one person. So we are considering at least 10 people, who are also making impact in their various areas. They too would be recognized.
Great. So, Max, what's in the prize package? I mean, now that you've talked about looking forward to awarding 10 persons, what's in the prize package?
Yeah, we want the prizes to relate to what the people do. And so we cannot announce them this morning because we don't know who the winners are. Because if the person is into a Greek, you don't want to go and give the person stationery. You don't want to go and give the person. So we want to, once we know the finalists, the 10 people, will come out and announce the package, because we want it to be relevant to what they are doing.
Sure.
So if the person is at Ashalaja constructing bridge, I mean, why will I go and give him a tractor? I would rather give him things that will help him to improve on what he's doing for the community. And so once we get the final 10, we'll announce the prices, because they are going to come from different areas.
Sure.
People are coming from agri, people are coming from health, people are coming from community development. So once we have the final list, once the judges submit the 10 finalists, we will then announce the package we have. But I can assure you, it will be aspirational enough. It will help them to improve on what they are doing currently in their communities.
Great. So, when do we expect to have this the event? When all things being equal?
Okay, so I'll throw that to you.
Because I'm an event organizer.
Yes,
sir, we are looking at May. Yeah, we are looking at May to coincide with a very important date that I can mention now. But we are looking at May,
okay,
where we will announce and celebrate those 10 people that will be selected.
And what should we expect on that day, MFA?
So essentially on that day you're going to see we are going to hold an outdoor event where we have the finalists at the event with their family members, friends. There will be some of our team members there, and then we are also going to have Corporate Ghana, a number of our clients who are also participating in this award scheme. They'll be there with us. You get to know more about the individuals who have been selected to win the award. What do they do? How are they affecting? So we'll tell you a bit about them, and then they'll be given whatever they deserve at the end of the day. And like Max said, the idea is to celebrate them. There are people who for a long time they are doing a lot, but nobody has really heard about them. Nobody knows what they are doing. So on the day, we want to showcase these people to the world. We want to showcase them to corporate Ghana. We want to showcase them to the sector within which they are working. They are making the influence, and to say that if you're able to invest in this individual, Ghana will be a better place. Then we are all eventually getting the kind of development we anticipate. It might not be dramatic, it might not be now, but then gradually we are getting there, and as much as possible we want to encourage more of such. So yeah, on the day, that is what you expect, and it will be live on all our networks. So for people who might not be able to be on the grounds for the real award scheme, you'll be able to follow on our platforms and on our social media networks for the full detail of the celebration.
Great. Finally, Mark, so I mean, there are people listening to us right now, and they're probably asking themselves, well, I mean, we've seen a lot of award schemes in this country. Why must I really nominate somebody for this award scheme, the Joy News Impact Makers Award? What do you tell that person? That person who is asking himself, why must you nominate anybody? Because there are a lot of award schemes in this country and doesn't really think it's necessary to do
because
so.
Because this is by the people for the people.
Exactly.
Because we just before we started, I think you played
the doctor who...
Yeah, the doctor was in
there. Yes. Well, they don't have a lamp.
They don't have a lamp. Mm-hmm. Some of them are using their phones. There are a lot of those stories out there. I mean, people are not going to recognize them. Just imagine that people recognized yesterday by the states or by the nation. There are thousands and thousands of such people out there. Nobody knows about them. That's the unique thing about ours. Okay, we are down there. We go and do the stories. We see these people. And there are a lot of them that have not been captured by our cameras. So we said, look, nominate them. Let's celebrate them. So that's the unique thing about ours. We are out there. It is for the people. It is by the people.
And I also want to add that on a regular day, you hear about the politicians, you hear about the experts in whatever their fields are, who are doing one or two things. But we are saying that Ghana is not just about these people. Ghana is not just about these people. We have a lot of people in the local community. They don't have much in terms of money. They don't have much in terms of prestige. But with the little they have, they are able to mobilize local resources. They are able to mobilize people in the community. There's this story that Brace told recently, a gentleman in the a certain part of the western region who is powering his community with a champagne machine. That's a lot of impact. You can imagine the number of school children in that community who are getting the opportunity to be able to learn in the evening because there's light. And we don't know when ECG will provide them light. There are a number of these stories. Who is encouraging this gentleman to do more? So that's the whole idea of this award scheme.
Thank you very much, Emma Tiamwali, who is project lead of the Joy News Impact Award scheme, and David Max Fuga, General Manager Sales and Customer Service here at the Multimedia Group. Stay with us. When we return, we get into a conversation about one district, some factories. We'll be right back.
Imagine you had the